taking your old jumpy horse and making it something beautiful for memories. First, we strip off all the paint. I purchased this stuff off of Amazon. I have found it's the best stuff for removing paint from plastic and fiberglass. Take a really sharp blade and trim down all the seams in the horse as flat as you can. Try not to make gouges. Around the rings where the wooden spools were, trim them down. And then your next step is to drill holes around the holes where the wooden spools went through. Then you take JB weld. You can do it for plastic or steel. I like the steel because it gets harder faster. When you mix your putty, make sure you mix it really good. Sorry about the fingernails. I was painting yesterday. You make sure you mix this putty together really good because that's what makes it hard. Down through the center of it is a mixture. It's green. Mix it really good, and then you start to drill a hole. I'm going to try and do this and hold the phone. You pick a hole where you're going to build it up. Put a hole around the circle that you had to cut down because of the border. But this is how I do it. I drill 3 holes. I go inside if I want, or just put the putty here. Poke these white things through. Leave them there. These white things through. Leave them there so nothing moves. It hardens the next day. And then you can sand it off. And then you paint it. Prime it. Always prime everything before you paint. And then you start to make a circle and put over your hole. Now, I got the putty on and I wanted to show you. You take your fingers, or you can use a little tool, and spread this out thin. In the center, you poke it down on top of the steel wool. And you have your plastics through your holes. See this? Now, don't worry about them plastics. You're going to snip them off. And don't worry about any imperfections, because when this gets hard and it fills that hole, you'll be able to patch any of this with your plastic again, okay? Or you'll be able to sand it down and fix. Now let dry overnight. Next day we begin to sand. After sanding and smoothing all the clay spots down, the putty spots down, making sure that everything's smooth and all the imperfections are off the horse and it's to your liking, you begin with the spray paint. The spray paint will help you see the imperfections, and you can still sand over the spray paint and then spray paint again. You can keep doing this until your horse is perfect. The customer wanted a pink horse. I chose champagne pink so as not to be bold. The customer wanted to decorate the horse themselves. The customer can begin to decorate after the horse is placed on the post. I chose an old lamp post and redid it, left some of the antiquing on the post. I had to spray paint a silver on this part of the post because it was too rusty. You take the post and you slide it down through the horse. To guide it through the horse, you put it through the first hole, and when you reach, make sure you drill your hole, taking the round stick you took out of the horse. You put a screw in the end of it, you heat it, and you put it through your first hole to the bottom of the second part of the horse, and that screw will melt a hole to guide you on where to place in front of the. Make sure you drill your 1-inch hole in front of the saddle horn or on the saddle horn. Do not drill it in the middle of the saddle. Carousel horses are beautiful and fun, and everyone has their memory of that wild horse ride you had when you were little, looking around and picking out the horse you wanted to ride, making sure that that was the horse you got. It's fun, enchanting, and it brings back wonderful memories. Take your hobby horse and turn it into a hobby carousel horse. Have fun. Take care.